Alrighty, guys. You know who it is, Ty the Gamer, back with you. So we're vlogging. We're vlogging. Dang. I just decided to pick up the camera because, like, everyone's been asking me. They've been like, I've been getting so many, like, from friends to, like, everybody. Not mostly on comments, but mostly just, friends, people that know I got my wisdom teeth out. It's been a week today. If I can get this video uploaded before 12 o'clock, either way, I got them out on Tuesday. Fun. Yeah, it's just like they've been asking so many questions, like, when can I eat food again? I mean, like, I had the same questions. Like, I was like bugging my friend here, like, constantly, just like, can I do this? Can I eat this? Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I think I'm actually, what do you say? Like, I've been eating, like, food. I'm back to eating food. Not much in pain. Not really much. The only time I get pain is when I eat, of course, regular food. But it goes away. It goes away. I had ramen noodles. Little cup of noodle here. Yeah. Oh, so good. Had that today. It's good. It's good. Yep, I ate that pretty fine. The noodles still get stuck in the holes, so that's fun. Well, most of them. Because right here, there's stitches. Fun, stitches. Fun. So, I just like, there's the people that are like cringy. And I was the same way when someone talked about wisdom teeth, it was like the end of the world. I was like, nope, I can't, no. So it's like, now that it's done, it's just like, it's not that bad. It really isn't. I'm not joking. It's not that bad. I mean, like, for me, I was awake, like, like, somewhat, I had so much, like, stuff, so many, so many shots and everything, for, like, the pain, editing it, and everything else in between. Yeah. I mean, like, people just ask me questions like, when can I eat regular food? When can I suck through a straw? When can I do this? When can I do that? So, it's like, the sucking through a straw part, I didn't do it until, like, when did I think it was Thursday, last Thursday. Yeah. Like, and the dentist, he put, like, these stitches that dissolve, so I don't have to go back. Yay. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Of course, I've never heard anybody that's actually had dissolvable stitches. Everybody that I talk to about my friends, mostly like, oh, I had to go get my stitches out. I'm like, oh, boy. This was before I actually had the wisdom teeth removal. I'm like, man, if I have to have stitches, I don't want to go back. Like, it was hard enough. The hardest part was actually the stitches. Believe it or not. Not because they hurted. It was like, just looking at, they looked like fishing line. Wouldn't be surprised. It was just like, we going fishing? He just sewing it up there, and I'm like, it did hurt because he was trying to move my tongue, so, noodle, like, you're stabbing my tongue, and it hurts. So, yeah. That was the only pain that I felt. The first day. I mean, like, it is really depressing because, you know, you can't, like, eat regular food, and it's just like, it feels like you're a vegetarian. I wouldn't say a vegan because vegans can't have dairy products. So, you're more or less a vegetarian. I think. I think vegetarians can, like, eat milkshakes and jello and pudding. You know, yeah. I don't know. I'm not a vegetarian, and I'm not a vegan. So, like, you know, yeah. So, it wasn't too bad. I mean, like, you know, the most pain that I actually feel is, like, where the stitches are, they're healing up, and it's just, like, fun. It's fun. That's usually where 90% of my pain is, mostly. Hit or miss. My top. They had holes in the back of them. They were easy to come out. So I've never had any pain up there. So it's like, do you want some good advice? Do you know how I got those holes? Like, everyone's like, oh, you get cavities? No. Like, I was brushing my teeth. And it was so hard to get back in there. Like, just like, you know. And they just came off because aggressiveness, trying to get the plaque off of them in the back. It's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. You know? So, yeah, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, that's really about it in the story. The bottoms, oh boy, those things were, he was aggressive. Like, talk about pressure, like, I mean, when I went in there, because, like, I was asking friends and everybody, and like, oh, you feel pressure, like, right here, that's about it. Like, I felt like he was gonna pull my teeth out, all of my teeth. So aggressive. Like, I'm not even joking, like, these teeth right here, they hurt. Because, like, when he was pulling it out, like, it just, like, I could just feel all of my teeth. Like, I felt like they were all gonna come out. And he was asking me, what's wrong? I'm like, I feel like all of my teeth are gonna fall out. Like, man. And of course, this one was the hardest coming out because, you know, it's got stitches and it hurts. And, yeah. It's actually longer, too, in the back. It's like, just kind of, you know, do this. My teeth don't align too well. But, you know, it's like, it's longer on this side than this side. Like the tooth, you know. I'm not talking about my wisdom teeth because they're gone. They're gone. I don't even know if I can open my mouth. I feel like that if I opened my mouth, it'd be like graphical. It's like, I don't even think you'll be able to see anything. But they're gone. And I can't open my mouth. Hi. They look black. Yeah, they're gone. No, I can open my mouth. I mean, like, I'll be eating regular food. You know, McDonald's. Like, it's just like normal stuff. I mean, like, sure, I have to clean the holes, but still, you still can get an infection. Don't think you can't. You can still get one. It's not a laughing matter either. It's not. Because you can still get an infection. You know, it's like, it doesn't help. You can, I mean, like, I took all of my antibiotics because they gave me some, you know, for like, so I wouldn't get any, what is it called, dry sockets. Of course, I never drank through a straw or nothing, nothing like that. You know, yeah. But you can still get an infection. I took all my antibiotics. I can still get one. It's just because, like, those holes, and I'm not gonna wait Because I think it's like, isn't it 14 days until your holes are completely filled up? Like, it's shorter on this one because, stitches. I mean, I assume that it'll be, that this one will be the first one to heal. I just think so. If you get stitches, look at it as a bright side. At least you won't have to a hold have to worry about getting rid of food. I mean, like, still, I don't really think I should be eating food because, like, there's just like so many holes. But still, usually what I do here, you're gonna learn some advice from me. This might be terrible, but you never know. So, as soon as I get done eating anything that I love, it can be anything, of course, I just grab some water from the sink. Salt water is also good too. I mean, I've looked that up. I mean, salt water is pretty good. But you're not really supposed to squish it around in your mouth, You just kind of keep your mouth like this, and that gets rid of the, stuff out of there. Just like do as fast as you can. It'll just come out. Works good. You get the food out of your holes. And just, you're not really supposed to spit. I don't know when you can actually spit again. I've spitted, from like brushing your teeth, it hurts. Just, feels like, yeah. But I don't have no dry sockets. It's just like, I mean, I don't think I do, because, like, you're supposed to have, like, bad pain, and there ain't no pain. Unless I eat. And they get in the holes, and oh boy. Yeah, so, that's just what I do. You'll just, like, let it, let the water go out. Don't spit. It's just like, I can't believe I'm like telling you all this because, like, I'm just getting so many questions. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, like, I got some advice. I can give it out. It's like, there's another good advice. Get them out when you're young. Yeah. Make sure to get them out when you're young. Don't wait. No matter if they hurt or not. It's just the problem of, like, brushing. Mine didn't hurt. They didn't hurt at all. I mean, the bottoms weren't grown in too well. I mean, I think the tops were fine. I don't really remember too well. But I don't think so, because it was so hard to brush on the tops. Yeah. Just like, yeah. Don't brush your teeth on the first day either. Like, yeah. That's some good advice. I heard to, like, use salt water. I never really rinsed my out with anything at all the first day, The only thing I had was ice cream. This always made me wonder, though. What if you were, diabetic, and you got your wisdom teeth out? You ever thought of that? Like, what would you eat? Like, what would you eat? I mean, like, that's like something that I've always thought about, from like the past week. Like, what if you were diabetic? How would you actually consume stuff? You'd be so hungry. Because you're not supposed to eat too much ice cream. Not good for you. Blood sugars and everything like that. What would you eat? Jello? Jello and water? What it's all about carbs and everything else. Like, how would you do that? Like, I don't know. It's like, I mean, there's chocolate milks, I guess, and like with a combination of Jello, I guess. You know, I guess you can think of something, but at the same time, it's like you're still gonna be hungry. Jello and chocolate milk for lunch or dinner. Still, yeah, yeah. Yeah. More and more people don't have wisdom teeth these days. Like, two of my friends don't. They're lucky, but you know, lucky. I really think it's lucky. You don't have to deal with that problem. I didn't even see the purpose. Like, I've looked up to see, you know, what's the point of having them in the first place? It's like, you know, yeah. They're nothing but a bother, but get them out when you're young. You know, I was seeing a YouTube video of a guy at the age of 40 getting his out. I'm like, yeah. He's got problems. He's got problems. Because of he waiting too long to get them out. More or less because they come in the roots. They get, you know, deep down into the hair. His story was scary. Don't wait until you're 40. Don't wait until you're 30 either. Get him out when you're 20. In your 20s. No later. Or even when you're 18. Like, I've seen a YouTube video of an 11-year-old getting his out. This is like 11? 11 years old. It's like, dang. Are they even all in? Like, is that even possible? An 11-year-old having wisdom teeth? It's like, what I read online is like 17 to 20. I mean, some of them take a long time to grow. Like, yeah. It's not the problem with like waiting for how long. I mean, like, as long as they're out when you're 25, you're fine. Like, I think it was like 30. Yeah, I think it was. It was like 17 to 30 when your wisdom teeth come in. Like, just imagine like how slow a process that would be. We've been talking here about wisdom teeth. Like, seriously, my phone's dead too. It's just like, yeah. I should go get the charger. Like, we're in like a gap here. Like, I'm using my iPad to talk to you guys on. It's a pretty good camera on it, I think. But I'm either having a choice to either look up information or keep on videoing. I could do one and then show you the information and then plug it in. I could do that. I'll be right back. It's like, I looked up 90% and then like everything else. But yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a little bit confusing, but despite the facts of anything else, I don't know. But we looked up that information. Let's plug it in. I don't even know if it will. Like, sometimes this iPad, it won't charge when you're actually using it. It's weird. So we have a 90% chance that this might die. So let's just hope it doesn't. Yeah. But back to what I was saying, like, it's crazy. But you guys have nothing to worry about. I mean, like, it's not a big problem. Not really a big one, you know. But just more or less people have been asking when I can eat food again and when can I suck through a straw. It's like, yeah. I mean, I'm eating food, even though I don't know if I should be. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, yeah. But I didn't look up too much information. just go with the flow. Clove oil is also a good thing to use. It's actually pretty good. I mean, it numbs the pain. Pretty good. Don't swallow it though. You're not supposed to swallow it. Don't swallow it. So, yeah. I don't know what it'll do to you. I really don't, but like it numbs the pain. Very spicy though too. Like my lips are chapped because of it, because I've been using clove oil. You know, I was like, you know, it works really well. Yeah. But it's not necessary. You know. Just like, yeah. But I've looked up a few benefits, and like amazingly, clove oil can prevent dry sockets. So maybe you should consume it. Not swallowing it, just like putting it on a cotton swab. Just, you know, use it kind of like anything else. Really, tastes terrible though. Spicy. You know, spicy. Smells terrible too. Like you have to wait at least maybe 10 to 20 minutes before you can go somewhere, because like your breath smells like it. Like it's strong stuff. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's like I just thought I'd pick up the camera and talk about, you know, my experience about my wisdom teeth. Now, and it's like it's been crazy. It's funny, like the tops have healed pretty well, but it's like they had holes in them. They were easy to come out. Like they were really easy to come out. They never hurted. I mean, like I had so many shots that I thought that my wisdom teeth were out. Like I seriously thought, because like he came in and he's like, well, that wasn't bad, was it? Is it done? Was it really that easy? It's like, I did want to point out one thing. I felt like I was gonna pass out, because like there was like, because like out of everything, you know, just trying to like get you relaxed and trying to, you know, not of course, you know, passing out completely, you know, but yeah, just like aware. You know. I still remember everything that went through. You know, and that's one thing. I don't really know too many people that like got their wisdom teeth out awake and around the situation. I know one person. It was that 40-year-old. Dang. His excuse was he wanted to make sure everything was done right. Like, the dentist is in your mouth. You really can't talk. You know. So my thing, I just was paranoid to have like to be completely out. That's just my thing. I feel. Yeah. You know. So the reason I just felt like I was gonna pass out was because like just with all the shots and everything, I thought they were actually removing it, so my heart started beating. Like, oh man, it's happening. I'm like, oh crap. And he didn't even do it. It was just shots. It was weird. And then I started calming down. He was like, calm down, calm down. Like, man, we're back. Sorry, I had to do a jump cut. Got some food. You know, it's like, you just get so hungry after, like, you know, after you haven't, like, ate nothing hardly at all except for milkshakes, you know, all the time. Yeah. So, that's kind of what I did. I like rinse my mouth out with water. Sometimes salt. I mean, salt is also a good disinfectant. Anything, really. Anything, because you do not want to get an infection. Like, seriously, I can still get one. I'm not on antibiotics anymore. I can still get one. You know, there's holes there. You gotta take care of them. You just don't want to be like, eh. You know? only been a week and they're still there. The top ones, they've kind of healed pretty well, so not much of a big issue. If you're not into that, you can get some like syringes. I know, like, where are you gonna get those? Like, you know, I'm just speculating stuff out there. Like, I know that, like, why would you need syringes? You know, like, if you got any that are empty or something like that, you know, or anything really at all, you can kind of squirt it in there and get it out there. I think it works better. I think. At least you're not swishing it around. Unless, I don't know, I'm just speculating stuff. Giving you guys ideas. You can brush your teeth on the next day. So, that's good. It'll be the painfulest thing of your life. It was for me. It's like, I couldn't open up that much, like, now I can, like, you know, just get all in there. Just fine. Yeah, it'll go away. I'm in pain right now, a little bit. From just eating normal food. Like, I had rice. Like, a little steak burrito type of thing. And I had rice and cheese. Oh, so good. It's good. It's good. But, yeah. It's fun until you get it in your holes, and, like, then it's painful. I probably shouldn't be eating, but, like, here's my theory here. I don't want to keep eating milkshakes. Like, do I want cavities? Like, I told that to one of my friends, and they just laughed. They're like, it takes time to make cavities. I'm like, I don't want to go back to the dentist. I know a lot of people wouldn't. Like, just imagine, like, you getting your wisdom tooth out and be like, looks like, you know, it looks like you got some cavities. We gotta, like, I don't want any more pain. You know, take care of yourself. You know, I've been doing everything I can possibly can. I mean, here's another tip. Like, I got some mouthwash, some 3D mouthwash. I'll show you guys. It's right over here, so we really don't need to go too far. I keep it in the kitchen. It's usually where I brush my teeth anyways. You know, don't judge. Yeah, this is alcohol free, and it's got like, I don't even know if you can see it. I mean, you might be able to. It's got hydrogen peroxide in it. So, yeah. Smells good though, because it's minty fresh. But yeah, I use this stuff. And I recommend you picking this up, because like, hydrogen peroxide is a disinfecting agent. It is a really good, you know. So, I recommend you pick it up, because it is good. It'll help, so you don't get an infection. You don't want one of those, you don't. Just looking out for everybody, really, you know. Yeah, so those are some tips. Besides that, it's like nothing else has really happened too much. I mean, like, nothing really, you know. Nothing really else has happened that much. Like, you know, yeah. Been making some new friends. I mean, I've been trying to do that for quite a while, but like, besides that, really nothing else, you know. So, yeah. So yeah, the clove oil is pretty good. Just don't put it on your skin or your lips. Try not to get it on your lips. It's painful. Like, I was eating and I'm like, ooh. Like, that was painful. That was more painful than, like, the stuff. You know? So, yeah, just be careful when brushing your teeth. You know, don't want to hurt yourself. Don't be. I don't even feel you can brush your gums. I haven't brushed my gums. Like, why would you do that? Like, I use salt water, you know, just. That's even. I don't even think that's a good option either. Like, you know. But I heard it's good. Don't use anything acidic. Like, you know, acidic. You're not really even supposed to drink soda until like the 4th day or the 3rd day. You know? So, yeah, that's fun too. You know, I just can't believe I'm talking about wisdom teeth. So I'm just constantly, you know, like, but it's not as bad as you might think. You know, like, I could go back to doing soda reviews, but I'm not, because I just don't really know what kind of sodas to review. Like, there ain't too many out there. I can see. I haven't reviewed most of the Mountain Dew Game Fuel ones. That is a thing. I just haven't got into that yet. But besides all that, you know, that's really about it that's been going on in my life. We've been videoing for quite a while. You know, I lost track on like how many videos, how many vlogs I've done. It's 10:16. It's like so crazy. So crazy. Like, besides anything else, I mean, you know, the wisdom teeth and everything, it's like, it's not a big deal getting them out. Like, yeah. I did talk about how I almost, like, passed out. Like, they're giving me the shots, and I was like, man, I thought it was done. I really thought that I was, like, done and everything. Like, I was almost ready to get up. I'm like, am I done? And he was literally just telling me that you did a good job with the shots. Like, I thought he meant, like, I did a good job, like, everything else. Like, and another thing, like, I felt the pressure, like, on the first night. Oh, yeah, and get some props and pillows and stuff. I did that, you know. Reduce the inflammation in your face. I didn't have any inflammation because I got a shot in my arm. Yeah. So that's fun. So yeah, I got this shot and everything like that. So it wasn't like completely. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, people with wisdom teeth these days. It's something unnecessary that we don't need. We don't need wisdom teeth. You know, they should really exist in 2019. It's like those videos you see, like, why does this exist in 2019? Like, why do wisdom teeth exist in 2019? It's an interesting topic. Like, yeah. But in the future, our kids might not have wisdom teeth. So, that's a good thing, I guess. The smaller mouths, like, and everything. Heck, you know, we might not even have as many teeth. We might be like saying, like, just imagine if our jaws became a lot more smaller. Like, we only had like 6 or 7 teeth. teeth or something. I don't know. I'm just like exaggerating or something like that. You know, just imagine getting more teeth taken out in the future. I'm not really cringing because, like, you know, the future's the future. We won't have to worry. Yeah. So I guess I'll end the vlog here. I just don't want else to talk about. Like, I just wanted to pick up the camera and like talk about how my wisdom teeth experience went. And it went pretty well. The pain wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like extremely amounts. I've had worse pain, you know. But of course, I was like, I took ibuprofen. Like, you know, it worked. It works really well. I mean, the stupid pain medication they gave me was like, I mean, it works like 90%, but I want the 100%, so I went with the ibuprofen. It works. And it lasts longer too, and it's like, what? Like, the ibuprofen lasts longer. So, you know, it's really all up to preference. Whatever you feel in your body, you know, in pain, do what you need to do. You know, I still feel like I'm on like right side. Like it feels like there's a little something there. Like so I do this and I'm like squishy. Yeah. Try not to mess around with them. What else is there to say? I mean, if you sneeze or cough, it's gonna be complete terribleness, and it's gonna be a nightmare. You know, sneezing, coughing, dang, crazy, crazy. Like, I remember reading something. It's like if you have to sneeze or cough, do it on a napkin or a paper towel or something like that. Like, you know, make sure not to close your mouth. Like I know some people who like sneeze with their mouth closed, or like, it's like, no, that'll definitely hurt. That already does. Like if I sneeze, I'm like, oh, like it's worse than spitting. It, you know, I sneezed today. You know, like this morning, and it was worse than like me spitting. It's like, dang, it was terrible. So maybe take some allergy pills. Do something so you don't sneeze. Try not to sneeze. Like, don't hold it in though. I'm not saying that. Like, just try not to. Avoid it. Like the first night, like it was actually pretty well. I mean, it was pretty well. Like, you know, I like propped up a few pillows, like 4, right? 3, 4, yeah, about like 3. You know, I was having my head back like this, and yeah, but it was like somehow like my saliva. Like going into my lungs or something like that. So I coughed, I'm like, oh. I coughed on the first night. It's like, dang. Yeah. If you avoid all that, don't drink it out of the straw. You know, don't smoke, of course, or drink. As much as people might think, oh, go drink some alcohol, that would definitely help with the pain. No, really. I mean, like, it's gonna hurt. You'll get a dry socket. I don't understand that point. Like, if you drink alcohol, you'll get a dry socket. I had to look that up because I'm like, what? You're drinking fluids. Yeah, it's like the blood clot will get unclogged. Like, then you'll get a dry socket. I was just curious, like, why? I mean, you're drinking something. It's like, what's the difference of drinking water and alcohol? You know, well, my stupidity, thinking, oh, It's probably the same thing. No, I don't have to worry about that. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, if you avoid all that, don't drink, don't smoke. I think it said you can actually drink out of a straw in like 3 days. 72 hours, that's like 3 days, right? Yeah. So. But I never did. I think I drank out of the straw like the 4th or 5th day. I don't really remember. Yeah. Like, yeah. So, we've been videoing for way too long, just talking about wisdom teeth and like how they are and how they suck. They really suck. They're something that we shouldn't have. But I'm gonna end the video here. Oh yeah, one thing, don't drink anything hot. Make sure it's cooled down. Like if you're a person that likes tea or coffee, make sure it's like, I would say room temperature. You know, just to be safe. I mean, cold things are actually pretty good, but they never worked for me. Like I had ice cream, like ice cream would even hurt. You know, like it was too cold. I think I just thought it would help. Like I never put any ice packs on my face at all either. So if you didn't get that shot in your arm, make sure to ice your face. You know. So I'm getting to the video here before we ramble on about other stuff because we've been videoing for way too long. Yeah, getting to the video here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you guys next video.